Right, here we go. I just wanted to show you this. You have to get the back of your chisels and your irons flat. I think I've mentioned this before. I've had this iron a long while. It's flat all round there, and there's about an eighth of an inch in the middle. So there's no need to spend more time on that. It would take, I don't know, perhaps 2 hours to get that really flat, but it's flat there, so there's no need to go any further. As you keep shortening it, you eventually, although I've had this years, should eliminate that. Right, I put the rear infill in. That was just a straightforward, I'll show you how I did it. The former that I bent the bronze round, so I transferred that to this piece of wood and drew round it. I got the measurement for the mouth and everything, and I did that. That's a straightforward job, and I glued it in. This is going to be the wedge. I wanted to show you how I measure how I want the wedge to finish. This is a Marple's iron I picked up from somewhere. It's not really long enough, but it's the one I'm going to use in this particular plane. I like the irons to come right out here because I grab hold of them when I'm using the plane. But anyway, that's the iron I'm going to use for the time being. Now I want the wedge to go right down to, come on, shine down there, to about as low as possible to grip the iron, which is just back from the chamfer. And I like the iron, the wedges to fit more or less in line with that. It can be longer, it can be shorter, but that's just a preference I have. And it measures about just under 3.5 to where I want it. So my bit of wood is 3.5 inches long. And I notice when the roll is in the right position, it's 1.25 inches from the bottom of the wedge to this point here. I'm looking down, 1.25 inches. So I'll measure this, which is in this instance just under 1/4 inch. So I know that when I've got the line to cut for the wedge, 1.25 inches up from the bottom, it wants to be 1/4 inch just bare, and that's how I get the right thickness here. When I set the bed out, it was 25 degrees. When I set the bridge out, it was 32, so I've got a 7-degree angle on my wedge. So I set the bevel to 7 degrees. As I've already told you, my 1.25 inch mark, draw a line. And that's what I'll do and show you when I've done it.